People worldwide are marching in solidarity with Iranians, condemning the brutal repression that has killed thousands. On Saturday, demonstrations continued outside the Iranian embassy in London. More than 1,000 protesters marched holding a giant lion and sun pre-Iranian revolution national flag and signs reading "Freedom for Iran" and "Be the voice of Iranians." They burned the posters and chanted slogans in front of the embassy, guarded by a large contingent of police officers.
The atmosphere is amazing. I mean, we are sad, we are devastated, we are heartbroken because we haven't heard from our family in Iran for like a week now. We don't know what's going on, if they're alive or not. But here we are standing beside them and we are being their voice to put the IRGC on the terrorist list, which for years we have done campaigns and still it's not happened. We want this embassy shut down because this is the house of terror.
In London, remained in custody as police said they had also arrested 13 other people. Similar protests were observed on the streets of Italy, where people gathered in support of anti-regime protests in Iran and to demonstrate against the Iranian government. The rallies took place in Rome, Milan and Turin, where members of the Iranian community in Italy being joined by locals during the marches.
Prince Reza Pahlavi has been involved from the beginning as a unifying figure to ensure a democratic transition. His political project is to safely lead the country to a free referendum. It will be the Iranian people who choose what form of government they want for their future. But the important thing now is the fall of the regime and the management of a transition that is as peaceful as possible and prevents civil war and centrifugal forces. We are talking about the Middle East, and this is a real risk.
In the Spanish capital city of Madrid, protesters were seen carrying Iranian and Israeli flags with life-sized white shrouds meant to symbolize those who were killed in weeks of unrest across the country. The organizers said an international rescue effort was urgently needed, arguing that diplomatic statements and appeals had failed to influence Iran's leadership.
What the Iranian people, both inside and outside the country, know clearly is that this government will not leave until there is a major massacre. At this point, the democratic approach is not going to work there. Diplomacy, statements, talking, none of it works because the structure imposed on the people is far more solid than the world imagines. Iran is not Venezuela, where taking Maduro down ends things.
Demonstrations were also held in Paris as hundreds marched in front of the Pantheon. Women Live Freedom chanted marchers in the French capital, some holding portraits of deceased Iranian protesters.